There are so many students that are sitting in their math classes on a daily basis, bored out of their minds, wondering why in the hell they're learning the material that they are. They're probably learning it just to get a good grade on their exam in a week from now, and then they'll forget it and never have a use for it ever again. Well, today's video is a little bit different. Today we're going over converting units, and this is a concept that you should be able to use in your everyday life. So let's go ahead and check it out. When dealing with unit conversion problems, a lot of times you won't be required to memorize more complex conversions, like how many milliliters are in a fluid ounce. On the other hand, if you don't know how many inches are in a foot or how many seconds are in a minute, then we have a much bigger problem on our hands. But don't fear, I got something for you. Check out the hotline right here, 1-800-KINDERGARTEN, for more help. Anyway, with that being said, let's check out some examples. The best way to understand unit conversion problems is hopping right on into them, so let's do just that. Starting off with number one, it says a glass can hold 12 fluid ounces. A pitcher contains 1,600 milliliters. How many glasses can the pitcher completely fill? And here they also tell us that one fluid ounce equals 29.5735 milliliters. Wonderful. The first thing that I want to do is write out everything that I know. And that starts off with a glass. They say a glass, one glass, equals 12 fluid ounces. They also tell us that one pitcher is equal to 1,600 milliliters. And then one fluid ounce equals 29.5735 milliliters. All right, fantastic. And now we're trying to convert from one pitcher, or 1,600 milliliters, into one, or how many glasses? All right, so given that we have one pitcher, that's 1,600 milliliters. And we want to multiply this by fluid ounces because we're trying to convert into glasses, and we know that one glass equals 12 fluid ounces, so I have to convert my milliliters into fluid ounces first, and then we'll go from fluid ounces into glasses. So I have to multiply 1,600 milliliters by one fluid ounce over 29.5735 milliliters. That's going to allow me to cancel my milliliters in the numerator here with the milliliters in the denominator right here and leave me with fluid ounces. Moving along, the last step is to convert fluid ounces into glasses. And I know that one glass is the same as 12 fluid ounces. So here I'm going to be able to convert my fluid ounces into glasses by canceling the fluid ounces here with the fluid ounces right here, and I'm going to be left with glasses right here. So this is what I have to do in order to convert milliliters into glasses. And carrying out my algebra, I have 1,600 divided by 29.5735 divided by 12. That's going to give me 4.5085. 4.5085 glasses. So I know that one pitcher is equivalent to 4.5085 glasses. And now all I have to do is figure out how many glasses the pitcher can completely fill. So that's not 4.5085. That's 4. So our answer here ends up being 4. And I want to take you a little bit deeper into this problem and what I'm actually doing. Here, you have to recognize that I'm not changing the value of how much is in the pitcher at all. All I'm doing is converting it into another term, going from milliliters to fluid ounces to glasses. Because here, one fluid ounce over 29.5735 milliliters is essentially like multiplying by the number 1. Because one fluid ounce is equal to 29.5735 milliliters. So that would be the same as multiplying by like 7 over 7, let's say. The number 8 times 7 over 7 is just equal to 8. Here we're not changing anything, we're just, carrying out this operation. But again, I'm not changing my initial value here. My initial value is one pitcher, and that's what I get at the end, one pitcher. But I represent it in a different way. Here, instead of being 1,600 milliliters, it's 4.5085 glasses. That is all. All right, question 2. A pigeon can fly 38 meters in 3.2 seconds. If the pigeon flies at this rate for 1.5 hours, how many meters will the pigeon have traveled? So here we have a rate. Before we just had an amount, now we have a rate. And our rate is 38 meters in 3.2 seconds. Keep in mind that whenever we represent a speed, that is distance over time. And here our numerator is a distance, meters, and our time is in seconds. That's our denominator. So we're good to go in that department. And now we want to convert this into meters per hour. That's going to help us in order to find how far the pigeon travels in 1.5 hours. So we're in seconds, but we want to convert it into hours. So first, let's convert to minutes. And I know that there's 60 seconds in a minute. Shocking. So I'm going to multiply by 60 seconds over 1 minute. And now you'll see my seconds cancel, and I'm left with meters per minute. Meters in the numerator, minute in the denominator. But we're not done. We have to convert to hours. So I have to multiply this by 60 minutes over 1 hour. And now my minutes cancel, and I'm left with meters in the numerator and hours in the denominator. So now when I carry out this operation, I'll have meters per hour, and this is going to get me rather close to my final answer. Here, 38 over 3.2 is 11.875. Then I'm going to multiply that by 60 and times 60 one more time to get 42,750. That is how many meters the pigeon travels in 1 hour. All right, so now I know how far the pigeon travels in an hour, but we want to figure out how far it travels in 1.5 hours. So here, rewriting it, we have 42,750 meters over 1 hour. I'm going to multiply this by 1.5 hours. My hours are going to cancel, and I'm just going to be left with meters, and that's going to be how far the pigeon traveled in 1.5 hours. So all I'm doing is multiplying 42,750 times 1.5 to get the final answer of 64,125 meters. That is my final answer, and that wraps up this video on unit conversions. I hope that helped. If it did, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. Really does help. I would appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.